I'm back with a shea butter recipe. But unlike some people, my recipe is more of a philosophy because I really don't measure when I do it for my family. But I've tried to measure today so that it's something you can replicate. I can pretty much use the shea butter I get right out of the jar without mixing it with anything. It melts pretty well once it hits skin temperature. But I like to use it to take the opportunity to add oils that I know are good for my daughter's hair, but probably wouldn't get the job that I want to use the oil for done well by itself. For example, shea butter works really well when I'm twisting or braiding. It kind of coats the hair and stays there. But coconut oil is a great oil. You can go online and see what the attributes of coconut oil is, unrefined coconut oil. It doesn't work as well for me for twisting because it's an oil that absorbs completely into the hair shaft, and so I'd have to keep reapplying oil every day. I want something that stays on their hair for more than a day. So I'll mix the shea butter with the coconut oil and still get the attributes of the coconut oil, but the coating power of the shea butter. So some oils that I like to include are castor oil, coconut oil, jojoba oil. I love grapeseed oil as a carrier oil, but I also use olive oil. So I don't have any grapeseed oil today, so I will be using olive oil. So stay tuned and see what I do. I get my shea butter from Butters and Bars. I've gotten it other places, but I like the Butters and Bars version. It's relatively soft and it does melt in your hand at room temperature. So I used to whip it. I like whipping it, but it was really messy and I felt like I was wasting a lot of product on the mixer and in the bowl, left over in the bowl. Yeah, I'm a little trifling like that. But I like doing it this way. I saw Glamazzini melt hers, and so ever since that time I've been melting mine, and I feel like by melting it I could make better use of the product, and it's really quick and easy. So I take all the shea butter out of the container and I keep it because I'm going to use this container and also this empty old container to store the finished product. Yeah, I wasn't kidding. I like to get every little bit. To this, I will add 1 tablespoon of jojoba oil. This is castor oil. I'll add 2 tablespoons of castor oil because our hair loves castor oil. 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Next, I'll add coconut oil. And this is probably what I use the most of because this is the stuff that I really want to get in my girl's hair. It has a lot of great properties. So this is a half a cup of coconut oil. This is vitamin E oil. People add it in as a preservative. I've never had a problem with anything going bad, but I put like 4 or 5 drops in there. And then this is organic peppermint essential oil. So I just put this in for scent. It doesn't take a lot. I put like maybe 3 or 4 drops in here just for scent. Okay, this is the shea butter mix. I have put it in a pot. This is an electric stovetop, and I have it melting at very low heat. See that? The thing about shea butter is that you don't want it to melt it at too much of a high temperature because when it solidifies again, it will be grainy and gritty. So I just keep it on low, and it doesn't take that long to melt at all. I'm about to show Here it is, partially melted. It's taking a little while because I have it on low. So the oil is done melting. You can, and so I'm going to pour it into my 2 containers to freeze it. Now this has a little bit of shea butter in it. I'll put that on the lid. Let's see what it looks like. See that? I really like it because I feel like I get every little bit of it, and it's easy to clean up. So now my final step is to cover it up, and I'm gonna drop, yes I am, this little bit of shea butter right in there. My final step is to refrigerate this and let this dry solidify in the refrigerator, because, and I won't show you what's in my refrigerator, because it solidifies without being gritty. I know I have left it out to solidify at room temperature before, and it's been very gritty, so it works better to let it solidify in the refrigerator. Okay, here it is. I've just pulled it out of the refrigerator. Trying to see if I could let you see what the consistency is like. It's really soft and it melts really easily. See that? It's not as pretty looking as the whipped shea butter, but it's just as functional. And I got a chance to save every bit of it. Be blessed.